It's Bob.
Sorry?
It's you, Bob.
It's apple pie tonight.
Is it? It's Friday, then?
Yes.
Following advice from Chris Rea, I always crack an egg into my bath. I've done for 22 years.
We should say, for any of the younger viewers, some of my fans, who Chris Rea was a very popular singer.
When did Chris Rea give you this advice, and in what context?
I was making a single for Middlesbrough Football Club's FA Cup appearance called Let's Dance, which I did with Chris Rea. And after we'd completed the recording, he popped me into the bath, and there was an egg. There's an egg in it.
He popped you into the bath. He said, it's been a long day, you must be very tired. Yeah. He said, I'll just pop you into the bath. Yeah. So where was this bath? Was it at the recording studio?
It's on a little island in the middle of the Thames. It's as Rea's recording studio is.
So you've been recording, presumably, in a room without a bath?
Absolutely, yeah.
And then you finish the recording, everyone's very happy with the track.
Yep.
And he says, Bob, you look tired. Maybe your joints are aching this way.
No, it's not exactly like that. It says, that's it, Bob, I think we've got that leg. That's your bedroom, that's your bath. I've popped an egg in there for you.
Is it Geordie?
Yeah.
He's like where I'm from, Middlesbrough.
Right.
But he's much more Middlesbrough than me, like.
And why would he put an egg in your bath? What was the thinking behind it?
I've never found out.
You've done it ever since.
All I know is that I woke up the next morning and I have never felt so alive.
Was the egg still in its shell, floating, or had he gone...
No, the white had dissipated. Does that work?
Yeah.
It's fabulous. It's fabulous. It's non-greasy, which is a boon, isn't it?
Is it non-greasy?
Yeah, honestly.
It's less greasy than water without egg in it?
Do you have to mix it up, or do you just crack it and let it float?
Do you know what? You get in the bath, even in the bath where I am now, and you get in and you really don't want to burst the yolk. So the white goes, but the yolk's there, and you move like that, and you try and get it to come towards like that. And I don't know why, but you just do.
Have you ever had it get in your mouth?
You get it there like that.
Have you ever done that?
And then you get the yolk, and I use it for hair conditioning.
Really?
I don't know how much hair, but to condition the hair on my skin.
So, just going back to the original occasion, Chris Rea had already run you a bath.
Yes.
I forgot about that detail.
If you knew Chris, it's just so Chris. Yeah. Do you know, the other thing is a couple of weeks later, he sent me a gold doily.
Right. To dry yourself off?
I don't know. But so, I'm just saying, these things are just so Chris.
Do we think that the way Bob describes what happened to the egg white... Is that... He says it just dissipates. Is that
plausible? If your bath is hot, then you're going to have a poached white.
I'd have thought the white would turn white. And
well,
there'd be bits of white.
How hot is your bath? Your bath is hot enough that an egg could poach.
Well, I don't know. Your claim is that it dissipates. I'm asking my team whether we believe that it would dissipate. Because if, for example, at the temperature of a bath, say 39 degrees Celsius, the white would turn opaque, then your story doesn't check out.
Agreed. Yeah, absolutely agreed.
I think...
What do you think, David?
I think it's fair to say that if anyone else had made this allegation about Chris Rea and an egg in their bath, we wouldn't be giving it a moment's consideration. Somehow, coming from Bob, it might be true. It's true.
I think...
You think it's...
I think it's true, because he's been about a bit, Bob.
No.
I think the white would poach.
Yeah,
I think the egg is the important
chemical
part.
analysis of the behaviour of the albumin.
David, honestly, one thing, please don't base it on the album and whitening. It does not happen. It does not. I can't have a bath at 80+ degrees.
Is that the temperature at which an egg white will...
It'll start at about 80, yeah. Honestly, please don't base it on that.
What should I base it on, Bob?
What are you going to say?
Instinctively, I believe it. We're going to go true.
You're saying true? OK, so, Bob, Chris Rea, eggs, baths, is it the truth or is it a lie?
This is awful.
I was telling a lie.
Of course it's a lie! He said Chris Rea put an egg in his bath! Of course it's a lie! It's obviously a lie! Who could possibly believe that? It'd be more likely that someone was stuck in a car wash for 3 hours.
Yes, it's a lie. Bob doesn't crack an egg into his bath following advice from Chris Rea.
For my 40th birthday, David Bowie gave me 40 boxes of tea bags.
Please, tea.
Well, it's clearly a lie, because you're definitely not 40. You look about 56.
Rude!
You don't look 40.
No.
So what did David Bowie give you?
40 boxes of tea bags.
Were you good friends with David Bowie?
Not a good friend, but we talked a lot.
Would he just ring you up out of the blue and go, are you drinking the tea? That's all you ever do.
Did he wrap the tea up like it was a birthday present? You just got the boxes?
Was there a note?
Was it?
A card or a note? What did the card say?
I think you'd like these, Uncle D.
Sounds a bit sinister.
Did you ever meet him, Joe?
Yeah.
In which circumstances?
Sleeping with him.
Blimey.
Moving on.
I think you'll like this, Uncle D.
What were the flavours, if you don't mind me asking?
So, English breakfast, straight up.
Classic.
Earl Grey.
Yeah.
Green.
What?
Green's
green.
lovely.
No, it was Earl Grey that made me go, yeah.
Oh,
Don't
really?
like Earl Grey, no. Some people like it, but I don't. You know, it's not the normal kind, is it?
What are you thinking, Joe? Could it be true?
I think it is true.
Josie, what do you think?
I think because you know so much detail about David, I think you are definitely telling the truth.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't think there was that much detail about him, other than David knows that she likes tea, which she could be making up. In fact, is if she's lying.
Oh, God. Oh, now I'm thinking.
It's good that you've started.
What's your team going to say, Lee?
If you two think it's true, we'll go with true.
Do you think it's true, Josie?
I do, yeah.
Well, then we'll say true.
OK, they're saying it's true. Beverley, was it true or was it a lie?
I can confirm it was a lie! Oh, my God, she's brilliant!
I once stole Catherine Zeta-Jones's dinner money.
Well, of course, you're both Welsh, so you presumably went to the same school.
Yes, applaud that thinly veiled racism.
What age were you?
I would have been school age, young, about, I don't know, 10.
Catherine Zeta-Jones is about... she's 40-odd.
Well, I'm 45.
Yeah,
she was younger than me at school. And is even younger now, apparently.
So you were 10? You were 10. And she was about 5. You stole a 5-year-old little girl's dinner money at the age of 10. You bastard!
No, I didn't steal it as such. It was a misunderstanding.
Right, what was the misunderstanding? How did her money end up in your hand?
Well, I arrived at school that day, and as I walked into the school, Catherine Zeta-Jones's mother saw me and said, I've forgotten to give Catherine her dinner money. Would you give her the dinner money? And gave the dinner money to me. And I forgot to give her the money, and I spent the money on sweets.
And what was this school?
It was called Swansea School.
Swansea?
Swansea School.
It was called Dumbarton.
Oh, not Swansea then, Dumbarton.
In Swansea.
Oh, right.
Have you met her since?
Yes, I have, actually, yes.
And have you had a hilarious...
Oh, tell us about when you met her.
Here's your £3.
I'll tell you that when I met her, this is true. When I met her, which is not to say... which is not to say that the other one isn't true. I met her at the BAFTAs when she won for Chicago, and she had an American accent. That's the story.
Oh, right. Give me my £3 back, Brydon.
So what are you going to say? Truth or lie?
Lie.
It's got to be a lie. Because,
You say lie.
You're too an honest man not to have gone back and given it to her.
So, David's team.
I think it might be true.
I'll go with what Ruth says.
Yeah, all right. We'll say it's true.
You're saying it's true?
Yeah, yeah.
You say it's a lie, you say it's true.
So
it is true.
I once accidentally flashed the Queen.
David's team.
Are we talking about the current Queen or the late Queen?
The late Queen.
All right,
Elizabeth.
OK. The better one.
The best one, yeah.
Certainly, it's the one we'd all have chosen to flash, right? I mean...
How did that happen?
I was in a dance competition. If you won the competition, you got to dance for the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a costume malfunction.
What was the style of dance?
Just dance, just have a good dance. It was like...
Really?
Was it like modern interpretive dance and that kind of stuff?
No,
was it like dancing?
it wasn't that. No, it was just have a good dance.
What was the Queen's role? Was she a sort of a Bruno Tognoli figure? Was she judging the dancing?
She didn't hold up any paddles or anything like that. That would have been heartbreaking after a flash, wouldn't it, if she was like 2? But, brutal.
Official judgment on your private parts from your sovereign.
So how long ago was this, Amy?
It's when I was 17.
So how long ago was that?
Well, let's say 3 years.
Can you show us some of your moves? I'm just wondering if you could show me the dance that got you in front of the Queen.
What, right up until the flashing bit as well?
Amy, you must feel under no pressure to dance for praise, please.
I'll show you just the... So this is the move.
Just bust a few moves.
The move was... it was coming down the stage like this. You get it.
Yeah.
Just having a good time. Just having a good time.
Yeah.
And the costume was... it was, like, off one shoulder. So when I did this, it popped out.
Now, when the mishap occurred...
Yeah.
How long was the mishappening until it...
Could you stop holding it, Rob?
How long before things corrected themselves? Or did it pop back in? Or what happened?
Sounds like a hernia. No, it was... I had to pull it back up.
How long before you noticed, then?
Well, obviously...
Did the Queen have to point it out?
So what are we going to say, David?
We're going to say true.
Oof, so masterful. Right. They think it's true. Amy, was it true or was it all a lie?
It's true!
Prince Philip told me I was a funny-looking fellow when I was a ball boy at Wimbledon.
David's team.
What year was this?
Oh, I was about 12 or 13, about 84, maybe? Something like that, ages ago.
How did you get into being a ball boy?
How did I get into it? Well, I just psyched myself up. Throw some balls today, yeah! I love it, man.
Okay. How does the system of selecting ball boys work? And
I was in a tennis
manage?
club in my sort of local village, and I used to play tennis, and there was a lottery thing, and you could go along, and 2 people from every tennis club went along.
Yeah, I thought they were from sort of schools around the Wimbledon area. That's what I thought.
Where were you at school, Jimmy?
The Wimbledon area.
Wow, he's really foxed us there.
And you were lined up, all the ball boys and ball girls?
Yeah, it was after the women's final. Everyone's lined up, like hundreds of us.
Which final? Who had played?
It was years ago. It was the Ivan Lendl kind of era.
He's unlikely to make the women's final.
was Prince Philip there with?
I think it's the Duke and Duchess of Kent or something. I don't really know the royals that well.
That's the thing. It's usually the Duke and Duchess of Kent that do all the Wimbledon stuff, rather than Prince Philip. I believe you're a bull by Wimbledon, but I just don't think Prince Philip often turns up to Wimbledon.
He does. He does, actually. He told me I was a funny-looking fellow when I was there, so...
Yeah, no... Well,
that's how I know that, yeah.
That's a clincher, then.
Do you have any concept of what particular aspect of your demeanour that he found funny-looking?
I can answer this. In fact, we'll all have a go. We'll start with it. We'll go around like that.
What's funny about my massive head?
Do you think you frightened the Prince with your appearance? Is that... he was actually really freaked out? Most polite thing to say.
Do you know what? That joke works if you don't do that. Do you know what? I thought you could never look more like a ventriloquist dummy. Do that again. You cheeky monkey! You go back in the box! Hey?
Right, David, what do you reckon?
Yeah, well...
Is he telling the truth?
What do you think?
It could be true because of his face, but... No, I don't think you're ugly. I just think... No, sorry. I just think that you've got a very unique face. No one will ever forget your...
How am I getting bullied by Jamelia? How did that happen?
So, David, what's your team deciding here?
I think it could be true.
I don't know. I don't trust you. You're a funny-looking fella.
Yeah, see, that's the crucial detail.
Yeah. I'm edging towards a lie.
You're saying it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK. Jimmy Carr.
Well, I can tell you, it is a lie.
I once couldn't go to the loo because someone famous was in the cubicle next to me.
Right. David's team.
Oh, so who?
Beyonce.
Oh, come on. Now, Cush, where are we?
OK, so I went to the Met Gala a few years ago when I was still living in New York, and she was there.
Do you know what the Met Gala is?
I do.
You do?
Do you? Yeah. It's a big sort of party / charity event in New York where lots of famous people turn up in costumes and I don't know, and I assume then it's sort of drinks and nibbles.
When you go there, there's like a massive party inside, but there's also only really 1 or 2 toilets, so lots of famous people end up queuing for the loo, and it's taking them a lot of time to get out of the outfits to have a wee, because everyone needs help, because all the outfits are really high-tech.
Who was in your queue?
Well, Barbra Streisand was behind me.
No.
Wow.
And Beyonce was in front of me.
Did Beyonce have security with her?
Everybody had like 2 or 3 people with them to help them in and out of their stuff. So she was in a very tight, tube-like dress made out of plasticky stuff. I got in the cubicle, and obviously she went in one before me, and I went in the one next to her, and I could hear her...
She's in there with... She's in there with 2 other people.
Yes, so I'm not sure if you've been in a girl's toilet recently, David, but anybody that needs an outfit that needs help, we go in together and we help each other with it.
Beyonce is like Queen Bee. I just don't think she would queue. I think she's got a toilet built outside separately.
At that level, you can probably organise it that you have, like, one massive wee at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And then you're done. Because otherwise, you're just too busy.
God, I'd kill for that.
So you're in the cubicle, you can hear... next door.
You can hear everyone in the other toilets trying to do the same thing, but get, oh, here, unpin this, oh, wait, I'll sew this.
Further along, could you hear memories like the corners? We've got nothing to be guilty. I am a woman in love. No?
No.
Oh, what a stuck-up old cow. She could have given a song, didn't she?
Anyway, so she started to wee.
You heard it?
You heard Beyonce.
Well, that was why I couldn't go. I could hear her stream.
Oh.
And...
Silence in the stream, that is what we are.
I just felt it was my most magical moments of my life. I thought maybe if I listened, I could maybe take on some of the magic or something. Like, it would rub off on me in some way, just in the...
Well, if she missed the toilet, it definitely would, wouldn't it?
So I couldn't go. I couldn't go.
Did you talk to her? Who did you talk to that night, Cush?
It was hosted by Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston.
Oh.
And I think I was sat between Sarah Jessica Parker and Grandmaster Flash.
Oh, wow.
And tonight...
Lee Mack and Tim Henman. But if it's worth anything, I have been to the toilet whilst we've been doing this.
OK, it's time to take a guess. Is Cush telling the truth?
I want it to be true, because I love the idea of the sort of crackly dress and, like, being unable to... Because you think I can imagine that.
I want it to be true as well, so that we can go to the Met Gala together next year. She laughed like, yeah, right.
Yeah. I think my instinct is it's a lie.
OK, they think it's a lie. Cush, was it a lie? Were you telling us the truth?
It was true.
If I ever get stuck on a crossword clue, I phone Tim Henman for help. He hasn't let me down yet.
Right.
I think that's a very cruel lie. He hasn't let me down yet. We all know what that's an allusion to. His repeated letting down of the entire nation. I think it's, you know, tennis is difficult. And I'd just like to say I wouldn't necessarily have won Wimbledon. Obviously, if I'd practiced as much as Tim Henman, I'd bloody well expect to, but nevertheless. Right, so how do you know Tim Henman?
I met Tim Henman when he was promoting a sort of tennis academy thing, and I went and played tennis with him at Wimbledon.
Did you play at Wimbledon?
Yeah, I was right about it. It wasn't just like, oh, Victoria Coren's got to come in and play.
You used to ring up Tim Henman to ask him difficult crossword things?
Yeah.
How did you get round that sensitive issue of going 6 down?
So Tim Henman is particularly good at crosswords?
He's got to be good at something.
Once again, I would say that Tim Henman is relatively good at tennis. So he could almost be a professional.
I'm curious, of all the people you meet in the course of your job, you choose a tennis player of sorts to advise you on crosswords.
He's very into crosswords.
So you're saying at this point, and this clue I can't get, what we need is some of the skills that it takes to, you know, choke during a tiebreak.
You're turning against him now, aren't you?
Get your mind on which side of the fence are you on? Yeah. How did the subject of crosswords come up when you were playing
I was doing
this?
a crossword while waiting for him. He was doing
to serve, to get one in.
That's
why you kept losing.
I was doing a crossword, and he came in, and it was kind of a bonding thing because he said, "And crosswords, let me have a look."
What do you think, Mackenzie? Do you think it's plausible?
I think it might be plausible, yeah. Cryptic or just regular?
Cryptic. Well, he's not an idiot. You don't bring someone... Oh, yeah, it's got 3 letters, household pet, starts with D.
Cat!
Mackenzie thinks it's plausible. Packham is saying...
I think it's sadly probably true.
Right, so you... Come on.
I don't have to think.
You're saying true?
True.
OK. So, Victoria...
You think I phoned Tim Henman to ask him the answer to crossword clues? Obviously, that's a lie.